Hi guys, and welcome to C# age calculator. Okay guys, let me show you how this works. That's the details of Tony Montana. He's 35 years old, and that's the amount of months he's lived on Earth, the weeks, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. So I'm going to reset that. Let's say this guy's name is Davis, and Davis has lived, let's say, about 52 years on Earth. All we then need to do is just click, and there we go. So I'm gonna exit out. Okay, that's how that works. If you click on no, the system will not exit. Yes, and you exit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go straight into Visual Studio 2022, and we start a new project. Click on create. Make sure you select C#, and your template must be Windows Forms Application.NET Framework. Make sure it's selected. Click on next. Give your project a name. I'm gonna call that CS underscore age underscore calculator. Let's add 2 to that and click on create. There we go. The system is now putting together the development environment that is ready, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is let's see the size of this form that I've just stretched it to. That's approximately, the size is 1158 by 828. That's fine. So I'm going to go straight to the toolbox here. Unfortunately, I don't have the toolbox, so what I'm going to do is go straight into view and select toolbox. That is it right there. That's it, toolbox. There. The toolbox is there. Scroll right down. Let's grab hold of panel. That's the panel there. I'm going to use that very panel for my title. So that's good enough. So let's go straight to the properties of that panel. You see where we have border style. I'm going to change that to fixed 3D, and let's change the back color to, let's say, cadet blue. That is it, somewhere here. There we go. That's cadet blue. Now click on the panel, hold on to your control, click and drag. Now I've just made another copy of it. Drag it right down there. That's fine. I'm going to copy this one again. Copy, paste it dead center, and adjust it. I'm now going to change the color of this very one that I've just added. I'm going to change that to control. That's the default color, control. There we go. So let's add another control up here, another frame here. Yeah, that will do. And change the color to control as well. There we go. That's it. And just kind of like tab it and get it centered. The next thing is goes back to the toolbox. Let's grab hold of a list box there. And that list box, I'm going to change the font size to about, let's go for maybe 30. Bold. There. Move that in. And change the details of that list box to age calculator. And that's it. That's the title. I'm going to copy this title, just drag it there, and this one up there you can always add an underline to that. Click on the font, select underline there. That is it. So that is the title right there. Okay, the title and this display is about the same, so since I still have enough room for the title, maybe I'll just make that 34, and let's move it up so that it's more pronounced. There we go. That's it. So I need a couple of these. So this very one is going to be, let's call that full name, and I need some for age. Copy in total. I'm going to need about 8 of those, and copy. There we go. That's it right there. So we need to change this to age, followed by months. And then here we have to go for the weeks. How many weeks he has lived. And let's go for days. After that, we go for hours. Then minutes. No, that would be minutes. There. Then seconds. How many seconds has he lived on Earth? There. That is it. All done. Now we need text box here to take in the details of age and so on. So go back to the toolbox. Let's look for text box. That's the text box. Drag it, drop it right there. Change the font size to 30, something readable. That's fine. Drag it in, copy that text box. I only need 2 text box. Now, I am now going to copy this very label, and let's change the following of the label. You see where we have auto size, change that to false. Back color, let's change it to white. Border style, come down and change that to fixed 3D. So scroll right down, get rid of the text content inside the text box, inside the list, the label I mean, there. So you can see the label look very similar to the text box. Okay. Well, the thing is, when the system is running, you cannot enter data on the label. So let's make them exactly the same size. Select the label and just come to size, and there we go, exactly the same size with the text box. Now copy the label for all these other components. There, that's the label, all in place. Now we now need buttons. Go back in here, let's grab hold of a button there and dump it right here. We have 1 button, 2 button, and 3 button. Now all of these button, let's change the font size. I'm going to make that maybe 36, something like that. There. First button, change that to calculate. And the variable name, that will be up here. Change that to where we have name, change that to btn name. Now here, change that to reset. That will be btn reset, btn reset. And the display name on it, or the display text, will be btn will be reset. The last one is exit, and change this to exit, btn exit. There. Now this text box, we change that to txt full name. This text, this one will be txt age. That's good. And this will be lbl, because it's a label, lbl months. I'm showing the whole process because this is at the request of new beginners. Okay, btn weeks. Then we have lbl days, lbl hours, we have lbl minutes, then LBL seconds. There we go. That's it all done. So now, first of all, let's double click on the button BTN exit, and let's declare what is known as dialog result that will check whatever we've selected. So I'm going to call that I exit. I exit will have a look at the following message box. Let's say I exit equals message box dot show, and I'm just going to call that confirm if you want to exit. So that would be my first argument. So the next argument would be the title. So I'm going to call that age calculator. That's the second argument. And the third argument is going to be message box buttons dot yes or no, followed by the fourth argument, message box icon dot question. Now let's use a conditional statement. If let's accept that, so the system actually give me an idea, that is if I exit equals dialog result dot yes, then enter statement block. In that case, I'm just going to say close. There, that's it. That is the exit taken care of. So if we run that now, click on run. Click on exit. No, I don't want to exit. Yes, I do want to exit. But before I click on yes, take a good look at that question mark. That is the question there. Okay. So say yes, I want to exit. So that is fine. The next thing is, let me show you guys. You see this form, I'm going to select that. Come straight to the properties and let's go to start position. I want to change that to center. There we go. So if I run it now, you see the form will be dead center. That's what I'm talking about. Click on exit. There we go. Now double click on reset. In the case of reset, if you like, you can use dialog result as well. So I'm going to copy that, dump it right there. But in this case, we change all of the content in here. So confirm if you want to reset. So change that to reset. There. So if you, let's change this, instead of question mark, we change it to dot information. Do that again. Come back in here. Dot information. There we go. So if you say yes, now we now want the system to clear the following. Say txt dot clear that. So we clear, or you can say string equals empty. Let's accept that. Yeah, that's true. String equals empty. We can repeat the same thing for the other one. Txt age. Okay, it's giving me an idea. Focus. I'm going to focus. Txt, let's focus. Accept that. Now the next one is going to be txt age. There. Get that empty as well. So the next one is going to be the labels. That's LBL. The first one is days. Okay. Accept that. LBL. We want hours. Get rid of that. LBL minutes. Accept that as well. That's clear. LBL. Let's come to months. There, clear that. LBL. We have months. We have hours. Let's go for seconds. Accept that. Then LBL weeks. Accept. So there we go. So that is the method I'm going to use to clear. So here, change the variable. We can change the variable to I reset. So instead of I exit as well, change it to I reset. Let it be related to your program or to the trigger button. There we go. So that's my reset command taken care of. So let's run the program now. So I enter value in here. Let's say the name is Felix. Age of Felix, let's say is 61. Calculates Felix age. There's nothing in there, but let's reset to confirm if you want to reset. No. Confirm if you want to reset. Yes. Okay. That is that taken care of. Now let's take care of the calculation itself. I'm going to go into the calculator itself, double click on calculate and write in there. I will declare the following. I'll call it age. That's the variable that I intend to use. And right here I'm going to say age. That will be equals. I want you to convert whatever we have inside the age text itself. Accept that. That is it. It will convert it to, because this is text and that text is then converted to an integer. Now let's come right down here. Let's say LBL months dot text. That will be equals. I'm going to say age. We'll multiply age by 12 and let's say dots. Convert that to string. That is it. Accept that. So that one is cool. All right. The next one is, that's for age. Let's take care of weeks. LBL weeks. In the case of weeks, we know it's going to be age multiplied by 52. There we go. That's taken care of as well. Now let's take care of days. LBL days. Yeah. In the case of days, that's going to be age multiplied by 365. Done. Now we take care of hours. There. In the case of hours, it's going to be 365. Multiply that by 60. Multiply that by 24. So come out of it and say multiply by 24. Add its bracket to put all of them in an order. Okay, multiply this, then multiply it all together. Now the next one is going to be minutes. Come right down. LBL minutes. Paste. In the case of minutes, that's going to be multiplied by 24, then we multiply it by 60. Multiply by 60. Yeah, close that. That is that taken care of. Now we now want to take care of seconds. Grab rule of all of these, come right down. LBL seconds. There. The case of seconds is going to be 24 multiplied by 60 multiplied by 60. Okay, this, yeah, that will do. That'll make life easy for you guys. So close this bracket. There, that is that done. Okay. If you want to make it more tidy, you can always declare more variables, but guess what? This works as well. That is my calculation. So let's run the system now. Run. Enter a name there. Let's say Grace. And Grace is, okay, then 21. There we go. That's Grace. Grace has spent 252 months, weeks, days, hours, minutes, there, and so on out. Reset. Yeah. So let's enter Kingsley. And Kingsley Moore happens to be 67. So since we cannot add anything here, we just click on calculate to take care of that. There, guys. So with that, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. But before I go, Just have a quick look at the lines of codes. That is the exit, bring it down, resets, down, and the calculate. There. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed. You all have a nice day now. And bye for now.